The summer in San Francisco?
No, I feel like
It's the summer at the Hyatt.
Especially in the basement of the Hyatt.
right? But the warmest hearts.
Right.
So Mark's basically told you everything you need to know about my background. And what he's asked me to do is to come here and to share a little bit with you, some skills and some tools that will really move you into the next level of understanding how your mind works. As he said, I coached many, many athletes and world record holders. What he didn't mention is I've even worked with champion poker players, because if you know, they have tells, so we have to work on tells. So I really work in the subconscious part of the mind, because what you think about, you bring about. And you bring about things that you don't even know you're thinking about. True or true?
True.
So what I would like to do today is give you all a visualization technique that will move you into the next area of your life, that will help you to get more of what you want. So how many of you have done mental visualization before? 1, 2, 3, 4. So almost everybody. How often do you do it? You did it once? Okay, did you record the session, or did you watch it on a YouTube, or I'm just curious?
It was a part of a sort of session like this.
Okay, beautiful. All right, how about you, Dana?
All the time. Yeah.
All the time?
Yeah.
Okay. How about you?
Not regularly, no, but
Okay, that's okay.
maybe in a group like this.
Okay. And did you find it beneficial, all of you guys, when you've done it? Okay.
I actually recorded I recorded a bunch of goals, plans, things I have, and I actually wrote it down, recorded it, and I listened to it periodically just to, and along with visualization stuff as part of that, to kind of put myself back in the space I need to be focused.
So your affirmations?
Yeah.
Is what you're saying?
Affirmations and just kind of goals to kind of help me be clear when I get up. You know, if I'm disoriented, not focused for the day, I can get up and just get my head straight, and then.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So what is so beautiful about that is if I say something, it's one thing, and if you say it, it's
Everything.
And so you are using your own voice. So what I'm going to do is, if you'd like to, I'll start this session, we'll record it. You can copy my words down and then record it in your own voice, and it'll be even more powerful.
That's cool.
What I'd like you to think about is your ideal day. When you did the visualizations before, and I'll ask this part of the room, did you ever do your ideal day? Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how about you? No? Anybody? And it's okay, there's no right or wrong. The first thing that I want you to realize...
I teach my children the Groundhog Day approach.
Yeah.
Or else.
I do. It's like, Groundhog Day is can we create the perfect day? So.
Absolutely. And what are the two most dangerous words in the English language?
Try.
I know.
I know.
So I'd like to invite you through the next day or so that every time the words I know pop up inside of your brain, to say thank you for sharing, now I'm going to focus. Because as soon as we say the words I know, if your subconscious spits that out, then you stop learning. Every time we come into a new activity, we have got to approach it as if it's for the first time. If I'm picking my bow up, my muscle memory is there because I've done it so many times. But I never tell my body I know. I'm always prepared. I'm always focused so that I can be agile and adaptive and ready to refocus. Okay? What we're going to do right now is your ideal day that you may have created from before is going to be totally different than your ideal day today. Because we just sat here and listened to speakers. We've just changed our perspective. We've just learned something, and now we're ready to create a whole new us, or a whole new you. So how many of you ever had challenge focusing before?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. I'm just trying to understand our audience so that I'm in the right place. This is my favorite thing. So I created an acronym for focus that said finding our center under stress, because I really believe that's all it is. Finding our center under stress. That is what real focus is. Because whatever stress is put upon you, you can get in the zone. Anybody ever been in the zone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the greatest feeling, isn't it? It's where time stands still, it's peace, it's all good things. So I'd like to take you back to that moment when you were in the zone. You guys got it? Do you remember where you were? Wait, just do a little nod if you got it. because your subconscious remembers everything. So I'm just going to give it a moment. We've had a day here. You got it? So that feeling where there's just a complete oneness, mind, body, soul. Now I'd like you to go into that place, and now we're going to start your ideal day. So earlier I'd said in one comment that we learn through our 5 senses. What I'm going to do now is engage as many of your senses as possible. And for visual people, the greatest way to learn when we want to focus is to take away that sight. The greatest archer that I ever had was blind. And I did work on his back. I would press different areas, and that would cause his muscle. He would either move his bow arm forward, back. He was an attorney. His name was Chris Everett, believe it or not. It was really cool. He was one of my best archers. Because he didn't focus on aiming. He focused on muscle memory, like golfers, right? So I work with baseball players, golfers. So if you've got the yips or you choke, or it's all, in archery and shooting sports, we call it target panic. In business, we call it choking as well, right? The guy giving the speech, I could fix him, like in a heartbeat. The guy that panicked, right? Or when people get up and they lose the words on American Idol, or you see, you think, how they've sang it a million times. Coming back to this right now, when you're in the zone, we come back to focus. We're coming back to your ideal day. After you've expanded upon what you've learned today, are you ready to grow your business? Or perhaps you're ready to create a new one, because now you know that you have the skills. Now are you ready to allow your BS belief system to move you into the place where you can serve the greatest number of people and really make the impact that you came here to make? It only requires focus. I'm going to take away your sight, if you will trust me. And I'd like to take you on a journey to where your subconscious can accept a new belief system, and it'll start to lay a foundation for a new neural pathway that will help you focus better in every thought. Okay? All right, so I have some subconscious reprogramming music that's actually set to relax your heart and keep it at a beat that mimics a nice pathway for your brain to accept new suggestions. Okay? It was really interesting when we hook athletes up to biofeedback machines at the Olympic Training Center, when I run them through their shot sequence and they're just laying flat on a what do you call it? It's not a massage table kind of thing, but laying flat on the table, but they're all hooked up. And it's so interesting how you can watch the different muscles in the body engage just by me calling out a shot sequence. This mind thing is so powerful. So I want you guys to listen to it again tonight before you go to bed, and then in the morning before you come here, and see how you feel when you walk into the room tomorrow, okay? So let's play the music, and I'm gonna count to 3. I'll go off and start. It's just easier. Okay, while we're waiting to press record, everybody's taking a nice deep breath. Breathing in goodness, and exhaling any doubts, worries, or fears. Breathing in one more time, allowing the breath to move all the way from the top of your head to the tips of your toes and out your fingers. And go ahead and press record. I'd like you to imagine now that you're in one of your most relaxing places. And while you're there, look around and notice the environment. Notice who's there with you. Perhaps you're alone. But wherever you are, notice the smells. Notice how you feel. Any sounds. What do you see or taste? And then allow yourself just to relax now, even deeper, focusing on the sound of my voice, to the point that any and all outside noises will only help you to focus even better. In a moment, I'm going to begin to count you down from 5 to 1. And with each number, I would like you to focus on telling your mind to relax your body 10 times greater. Focusing now, 5. Deeper into relaxation, you understand that you control your mind. And now you gently invite your mind to have your body relax deeper. Finding the most comfortable position. Going now to 4. Relax now, you tell your mind, and you notice the difference inside your body. 3. Once again, reminding your mind with the words, relax now, going deeper still. Scanning your body from the top of your head to the tips of your fingers and toes and noticing if there's any resistance. You simply say the words, relax now, and you invite the resistance to leave. Relaxing, surrendering. 2, relaxing deeper still. And 1, completely relaxed, completely focused on the sound of my voice. Imagine now that you're in your bedroom of your ideal day. Notice what it feels like to wake up in the place that is the most comfortable that you've ever experienced. Notice the linens and the covers. Look around the room, notice the colors. Notice if you're alone or if there's someone with you. And then, as you move out of bed, your first foot hits the floor and you say thank, and your second foot hits the floor and you say you. Saying thank you again as you stand up in gratitude that you have everything you've ever dreamed of. And as you begin to take the next steps, you're moving towards the place where you will be served your ideal breakfast. Notice what it consists of. Notice if you're alone or someone's there or someone's serving you perhaps. And as you move to that place, the day starts to unfold gently in your mind. Who will you be meeting today? Where will you be making a difference in the world? What joy will you be experiencing knowing that you're living your dream? Perhaps it's planning the next vacation. You're thinking about where you're going to go, what it's going to consist of. And as you go now, as the thoughts begin to gently come forth and the joy begins to move through your heart, notice what part of your body is experiencing and feeling that joy. And as it begins to move through your body now, let that joy magnify 10 times greater. Just let it emanate through your whole body, and then as it was forming a bubble around you, so that even as you begin to eat your breakfast now, there is so much joy and gratitude coming out of you that every bite tastes more wonderful. That you are creating now such an experience that everything you see, touch, hear, taste, or smell almost brings a giggle to you because you're so happy and joyful that you've created this life. And being the intelligent person that you are, you realize that only looking backwards can you connect the dots, and you understand that you are perfectly where you desire to be. And you've created all of this. And as you're thinking about where you're going to go, a sense of security moves through you, knowing that you will always meet the right people at the right times, to build the right relationships, to have the right experiences, to exponentially grow your giftings and your impact. See these people now coming up to you. Perhaps they're shaking your hand, perhaps they're hugging you. Notice the smiles on the faces of the relationships that you are now creating. Notice what a good feeling it is that you're doing this. remembering all along why it is you started on this journey. Moving now, what is the next great project? See the people that you're working with thanking you for the opportunity to get to work with you. As an intelligent person, knowing that you only attract kind, intelligent people like yourself. Being always able to attract the resources that you need. Now feeling in your body that ease, that everything is happening for you. See now where you're going, who you're going with, and how much fun you're having. Where are you in this moment? Who's surrounding you? And what is the feeling in the place that you are at? As you are creating your ideal day, your ideal future, you remember that you created all of your experiences to get you to this point. And they all happened for you because where you're about to go is greater than where you've ever been. And you carefully now focus on what it looks like, on what it feels like, and who the relationships are that you're creating. Notice your bank account. Notice your leisure activities. Notice your health, how you now have more energy and more pep in your step. Notice your home and your recreation and your spirituality. Everything in your life that you're creating with ease and grace. Just feeling the energy, seeing yourself in each and every environment, understanding that you have the knowledge and you will attract the perfect resources and relationships to make it happen. Allow yourself to sit in the joy of creating all that you ever desired. And now give yourself permission to create it. Scanning your body one more time to see if there's any resistance. And gently inviting it to leave. Reminding yourself that you're safe to create. Focused. Focused on who you choose to be. Feeling really proud of yourself now that you're making this choice. Looking back at the younger version of you who used to fear making choices and letting them know that it's okay because where you're going once again is powerful and in a beautiful place of creation to get everything that you've desired. So now looking back at why things happened for you, subconsciously remembering the lessons, being grateful that you had those experiences, tapping into the knowledge now, and allowing yourself to feel strong, ready, and notice what your ideal life is like. Let's go one more time. As you relax here, see your ideal health. What is your energy level like? What is your ability to recall information like? Mind, body, and spirit health. Notice your financial freedom. What does it look like? Put the number on it. Where and when and how. Moving into your home. into your family, into your relationships. Moving now into that ideal business, then back into recreation, and a place of peace and strength, knowing that now is your time and you are ready. See every facet, able to recall at any time. You simply say the words, relax now, and you will come to the place of power and choice and focus. Staying in that moment now, and whether you're listening to this right before bed or at a time when you need to go to sleep, your subconscious will know what to do to gently let you either go to sleep, or if you're listening to this at a time that you need to wake up afterwards and be energized, your mind will know. So in a moment, I'm going to count you back from 5 to 1. Coming back into your mind's awareness of your body now. 5, 4, focused on feeling the sensation from the top of your head to the tips of your fingers and toes, what it is like to be truly present in your body, whether it needs to be energized or relaxed. Moving into 3, the awareness that you have the power to attract everything that you desire, that you are creating it right here, right now, in the thought and in the pictures of your mind. Moving to 2, feeling more confident, feeling more sure of yourself, and more ready than you ever have before. And 1, focused, connected, and ready. Everybody good at stop? Okay, so we can turn the lights back on. So, just a couple things real quick. The more intelligent you are, the more effective this will be. Right? And it takes a little bit of practice. Were you guys able to all create a picture while you're doing this, or was it too late in the afternoon? Just raise your hand for me if you were able to create a picture as you were following along. Yeah?
Mix.
In and out.
Okay. In and out? Yeah, you were tired, right?
Yeah.
So, and that's okay, because if you listen to it, your mind actually does it. I've had so many crazy stories, I'll tell you tomorrow a little bit more. But were you able to, first, was everybody able to picture their ideal place to wake up? Because that was right at the very beginning, right? So give me an example. Were you able to picture
Yeah, I was
that?
in my backyard.
In your backyard?
With a view of the Pacific Ocean.
Nice. Okay. So were you standing up, or were you like, did you take it from the bed, or were you just suddenly looking
No,
at your
so
bed?
my backyard has a pond with a waterfall, so I was just envisioning I was there, and the music was like perfect. It's like a Zen garden, so
Cool.
that's where I felt like I was.
Okay. I want to just go around the room real quick and just see, were you able to go there?
I was in 3 places at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Multitasking.
Yeah?
because I was listening to it with appreciation for the journey.
Okay.
Okay, at the same time, evaluating from the perspective, because I've actually never had you do one of those before yet, so I was...
Like how we can make it better?
Well, no, just
Oh,
in general,
yeah.
just enjoying it.
Okay.
And just kind of seeing how that works, and that was really very relaxing. It was, I could tell that it was, for anybody who fully allowed themselves to go there,
Mhm.
right, they would experience that. And then the third thing I was looking at was, I was watching myself do it. So I kind of do that when I
Yeah.
look at myself do those kind of things. So it's kind of interesting. I was taking notes at the same time, so I was just, I told my record to listen to it later.
Yeah.
But that was really awesome.
Okay. Cool. Thanks. How about you, Lamar? You're a meditator, aren't you?
Well, a couple of places, my bed, and then I recently, last year, had to go through some therapy for my Bell's palsy.
Okay.
So acupuncture was similar
Oh,
in what they
great.
used to do. They just
Yeah.
those needles
Mm-hmm.
and that music can leave you for like 20 to 30 minutes.
Nice. So the energy would open up the channels with the acupuncture.
And I was exactly doing something like this there. Like normally I don't relax like that.
Great.
I was just there and wandering, I don't know where.
That's awesome.
So same thing happened today.
In the 20 minutes, okay, in the 20 minutes that you do a relaxation session like this, or I call it focused relaxation, because I'm talking the whole time, right? So I'm directing your subconscious on purpose. That's equivalent, I know this is crazy, to sleeping 4 hours. If you really allow yourself to do this, like just even in the afternoon, and you will raise your vibration, it's incredible. When Jay Bars, when we were doing this for the Olympics, of course we visualized standing on the podium, receiving the gold medal and all of that, the crowd cheering, we play Star Spangled Banner, and really emulate what it's like to win a gold medal. And when he got up, he actually won the silver, and I was like, what's it like, Jay? He's like, not to diminish or take anything away from it. He's like, I felt that every day when you do the visualization. And so good coaches and good, like in companies, I go in and we do this, but we always start with the CEO so that he gets his right mindset, and then we can translate it to everybody down to the secretarial staff, so that everybody's like, just it's like they think people are on drugs. You know, what do you do here? It's so peaceful in this place, but they're so synergized because you're running through this process of what the company vision. You walk in, your employees are happy to see you, your boss greets you. You know, we create that ideal situation, and it happens. It's so beautiful. So, all right, and in therapy, like I've done this with PTSD soldiers coming back. This is really detailed. Like here, I just wanted you guys to do your ideal day. But can you see the value of where we could do this? If you had a traumatic event, we could go back in and reframe it. Incredibly powerful. So like, there's reasons why you're not taking action. You know, I come to a lot of seminars, they say, take action. But you don't understand why you're not taking action, because there's a block in your brain that hasn't had the opportunity for somebody to come take the lock off to help you. Sometimes the cattle door is too heavy. You know, you need a couple friends to lift it up and then let the cows out to where they need to go to a different pasture, right? So, okay, how about you? Where were you?
I was 2 places. So when I go into my meditation, there's one day that I actually left work at noon and I was in San Diego, and I had a flight at 6 o'clock, and I went down to the beach, and I just sat on the beach. And I was incredibly present with the waves crashing and the seagulls over and the sun on my face and the wind, people walking by. And so that's actually because that was the one time when it was now, that's the place I go when I can wake up there. And the other places in the woods in Steamboat Springs. I'm not going to tell you why I was in the woods in Steamboat Springs. I have haters, but no. No, it was elk hunting. But it's similar, you know. It's just enjoying the, you know, taking in the breeze and snow falling and, you know, animals around.
Sounds. Love it.
Yeah.
That's one of my places. I'm always in the woods too. But I'm usually horseback riding. Okay, how about you?
I wanted to visualize something, but then I didn't.
That's okay.
And then I was thinking of things and I didn't meditate.
And that's okay. And if you'd be interested in learning how, so, you know, like especially if it's the first time, and I would like to talk to you afterwards if you're open to that. I'll give you my number and talk to you about a couple things in private if you would be open to that.
Okay.
Okay? Because we're different learners, right? So if usually CEOs a lot of times are visual because they're creating the vision, right? So for visualization exercises, it's usually easier. But if they're auditory learners, we've got to work often when I do that in a different way. Because I would maybe have to incorporate some more auditory sounds and things like that to help get you there. Like sometimes you have to layer in music, or people have ADHD very bad. Sometimes I have to put a fountain in, and I have to do music, and I tell them to shake their foot or wiggle their toes. Because depending on the different systems that are being bombarded in their head, I have to put a lot of things in there at first and then slowly take one away. So depending on different life experiences where you are, it takes different times to reach there. Okay. Yeah.
Some people
Yeah.
focus on a word
On a word, absolutely.
and just repeat that word in their head.
Yes.
Like release.
Or count.
Release
Yeah.
or count, right?
Yeah. And when you're in a group, sometimes it's challenging because the majority of people are visual.
Mm-hmm.
And like I tried to incorporate some different words, and yes, you're absolutely right. That's why I said the words relax now. Were you guys, when you told yourself to relax now, could you feel yourself go down deeper each time when you said relax now?
Yeah.
Were you guys kind of resisting? Then when I said scan your body for the resistance,
Yeah.
were you able to notice where it was resisting? Shoulders for you?
Yeah, I had my arms like this initially, and then I realized I was creating too much tension and resistance, so I went back like that.
This is a smart group. I love it. Okay.
Yeah, I definitely visualized. I saw myself home and also in some exotic places, traveling and stuff. Specifically, I saw myself waking up in beautiful condo in Thailand.
Cool.
Yeah, so that was nice.
He's going there even when he's describing it. Do you notice that?
I went there.
He closed he closed his eyes and he already took himself there.
Yeah.
That's how powerful it is when we're creating something. Focus is so important.
Pull it up, yeah.
That
Exactly.
even before you guys go before a talk or when you're going for funding are you visualizing the outcome that you want before you even step in there, because that will put you in that state of vibration. So they can't help but love you, right? Because you're loving on you. You're like, yeah, I got this because I know my why is to make a difference. And I'm going to bring a lot of good.
Yeah. You know, it's great about, especially before a big event like speaking or something like that, to have that visual there, you know, to hold that space before it occurs.
Yeah.
You know,
We're going to do a cool exercise tomorrow, similar and very different. And I'm excited about it. Okay.
I wanted to say a little more, like, you know, one thing I noticed was I definitely appreciate that. I do a lot of visualization meditation on my own, but hearing your voice, you know, kind of having me track what you're saying was helpful to kind of pull me out of my own self-talk. I did notice I had my own static, my own, like, a few times, like, you were like, you know, and what are you thinking now? What you mentioned, I can't remember exactly what it was, but like having breakfast served to you or something like that.
Yeah.
And I started having these other weird conversations with people I really don't want to have. Like, it kind of popped up, like I was like, why are they there? Like, you know, like, and so it was just, you know, kind of other unresolved static in my life that like it was kind of popping up, but it was, you know, so it was a good exercise. I'd be curious to see how it happens as I repeat, if I can gradually kind of flush some of that static out, so I'm focusing on what I really want.
And tonight, too, when you do it in the privacy of your own home, when you can completely relax, and you're not picking up on other people's energies, right, you'll get there a lot farther, quicker.
I was visualizing, for the most part, a spa that my wife and I go to at least twice a year. In their waterfall room, they have these laid flat beds, and it's just this stream of water in the center of the room that's falling down. It's super.
Are they heated?
They are heated, yes.
Like the standard in Miami, there's this hammam. Have you guys ever been there too? It's if you get to Miami Beach, right? At the standard there, it's like this room. Give me the plug. I'm not working for, but it's amazing. It's all rock and it's heated, and you lay. Oh, it's just the best too. Okay, so you all just got more relaxed. Did you feel the energy in the room just totally change? It's grounded relaxed, so it's not like I'm going to sleep relaxed. It's like connected with self. And when you're in that space, that's where magic happens. Because when you can carry this piece, when you're trying to communicate an objective, everybody else comes down. And you dissipate any resistance, any anger or frustration. So tomorrow I'm going to teach you to the nth level. I have 90 minutes tomorrow, right? So we're going to have 89? Okay, because I went 1 minute over. So I hope you all enjoyed that. And like I said, trauma or any of those things, that's another layer. But there's always reasons why you're not taking action that are in the subconscious that a lot of times we're not aware of. Okay? So that's
Thank you.
my gift.